If you spend a portion of your time reading or watching fiction, you're bound to eventually come across that one story that resonates with you in a way like no other. You can either see yourself or who you want to be in its characters. It brings you into this world that may be a reflection of our own, but in the unfamiliar places you don't have to feel anxious about what could go wrong. It's filled with these people that you don't have to try to win over. And after you've invested some time, you start to feel complete familiarity with the environment it holds. And before you knew it, you're hooked. And you can't stop reading or watching until it's over. And when we reach that point, it's almost like you're saying goodbye to a close friend and moving away from them, never to experience anything new from that setting again. You might just have to accept that it's over. And while there might not be much that we can do to fill that void, instead of finding another story that gives you somewhat of the same feeling, those experiences you had seen the characters from these stories go through are literally manifested into your mind as your own experiences. This is my favorite part of storytelling. It allows you to experience things that life would never even allow. And these authors usually have a lot of things that they want you to experience. I feel that this form of learning is far more effective than most people would even think. Richard Carney, an Irish philosopher, stated how stories allow us to repeat the past forward, basically saying what we see in a story can reflect a past experience that we've already had, but yet can't remember, changing our views on that experience that we've developed to what message the author was trying to convey. The fact of the matter is, these stories teach us things about life that in some cases we wouldn't be aware of until someone decided to tell us about it, or we experienced it ourselves years later. The more you pay attention to stories, the more you'll learn. It's nice to watch a show that you can just turn your brain off to, but sometimes we do want something more fulfilling from what we're consuming. And that's where the learning comes in to be one of the most fulfilling parts. I feel this is why analysis of stories is the most important part of the medium. People who have experienced a story over and over again, or pick the concepts apart to their core, have a closer understanding of what the author is trying to say, possibly exceeding what you had originally picked up. And that's what I want to make the main idea of this channel about. Analyzing stories as much as I can so that I can convey the author's idea that some might not be aware of, teaching you life lessons in the process. So even though you may feel there's nothing left to gain once you finish the story, I'll try my best to give you concepts that you may have missed, so we can experience these stories in a new light and carry what we learned from them into our lives, to be aware of some of the things in life you didn't even think were possible. Thank you everyone who watched until the end. I kind of just wanted to give you guys my take on what storytelling means to me, and what this channel is going to be about. If you like what I'm trying to do, hit that subscribe button. Thanks again guys, have a wonderful life, and I'll see you next one.